right, this is going to be a good one. This is Edward Edwards with FPC News coming to you live from the First Presbyterian Church in Bentonville, investigating the mysterious report of a missing child who has miraculously been found. Let's see if we can find somebody. Ma'am, would you be willing to tell me about this missing person?
Like a missing child?
Yeah, I think their name's Prodigal Son. They're from around here. I think their dad's a pretty big deal.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. That's actually me, but my name is not Prodigal Son, and I'm not a child, obviously.
So, tell me about this.
Well, so I am actually from a parable that Jesus told. I did leave home. I did come back, and I keep these pea pods, these dried pea pods, to remind me of the lowest point in my life.
Tell me more about this lowest point.
Well, okay. So it was a few years ago, and I decided that I wanted my inheritance, which is the money that I would get from my dad when he died. I wanted it now. I wanted to get out of town. I wanted to see the world. And I did, and I had a great time. I had the best time. It was so great that I spent all of my money. Every last cent of that inheritance I got from my dad, it was gone. And so if I had no money, I had no food. I had nothing to eat. And I was so hungry. I was so hungry that I took a job feeding pigs, and I was feeding them just these dried pea pods. That's like the ones I have here. And, I mean, nobody would help me. What are you doing?
I'm going to try one. I got to be a good reporter.
Oh, this is a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
Those don't taste very good.
No, they really don't. I'm well aware of this. But it's all I had. And nobody would help me. So, I'm thinking, I'm going to go apologize to my dad. I mean, I messed up. But I think I'm going to go apologize to him. I'm going to ask him if he will let me work for him. He had all these people that worked for him, and you know what those people had? Food. They always had plenty of food. So maybe if I apologize to my dad, I don't think that, I don't feel worthy to be his son. So I wasn't going to ask him to take me back as his son. I wanted him to give me a job, because then at least I would have something to eat. And I went back, and I'm heading home, and I'm nervous. I'm so nervous because I know my dad is going to be so mad. I really messed up. But I kept going. And as I'm getting close to my dad's place, do you know what I saw?
The house?
I did see the house. But I also saw my dad running towards me. And as he gets close, I can see he's smiling. And he's crying. And he gets close to me, and he throws his arms around me, and he gives me the biggest hug, and he kisses me, and he has somebody bring me this really awesome robe, and he put a ring on my finger, and he threw a big party in my honor.
So he wasn't mad. He wasn't mad at all.
No, he wasn't. He said that he called me his son, and then he said, "You were dead, but now you're alive. You were lost, but now you're found."
So you said you were from this parable that Jesus told.
Yes. So in this parable, God is like the dad in this story, is like my dad. So even if we decide we can live without God for a little while, God always welcomes us back. And if we decide we can live without God for a little while and we mess up and we're not perfect, because that's usually what happens. So wait, what?
I'm just thinking, you kind of look like that crazy lady that's always here whenever this news event happens, like kind of insane, gets on my nerves a lot.
Work with me here, Mr. Edwards.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So if we mess up, and we're not perfect, God will still welcome us back with open arms. He always does. We are God's children. He loves us, and he always wants us to be together.
Well, that sounds like a wrap. Well, you heard it here first,
okay,
folks.
wait. Do you mind if I pray with all these wonderful people out here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, would you be willing to pray with me? Okay, here we go. Repeat after me. Dear God,
Dear God,
you love us no matter what.
you love us no matter what.
Even if we turn our backs on you,
Even if we turn our backs on you,
even if we make a mess of things,
even if we make a mess of things,
you always love us
you always love us
and celebrate
and celebrate
when we turn back to you.
when we turn back to you.
Thank you for loving us.
Thank you for loving us.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, now you go.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Don't take your father's inheritance or you'll be eating dried peat pods.
No, that is
Until
not the point.
Until next time, this is Edward Edwards signing off.